Hey guys, it's me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. I hope you're having a great day today. So let's go ahead and dive right into our subject today. Our subject for today is selling and using word pictures to sell, creating pictures to sell. You're probably saying, what does that mean, Gary? Well, here's the thing. If you can create pictures in the mind of a customer where they can see themselves happily using your service or your product, you've already won the battle. The reason why I say that is because people want to own stuff. They want to buy stuff. But sometimes in our mind's eye, we're not as creative as we may run into a salesperson who is. And what that means is we see a lot of times just the gray lines, black and white. It's either black or white. But see, as if you met a salesperson and they talk to you about products and they create value by putting you into the situation. Let's just say, for instance, furniture. A couple comes in, they got a couple of kids, they got a big old teenager, and your whole goal is to find out, what brings them into the store today. You're going to ask them some basic questions about what they have now. What kind of furniture do you have now? Are you moving into a new home? Are you replacing old furniture? What are you going to do with your old furniture? Is it in still good working order, or do we have to haul it away? You're going to be asking good questions of the customer, because what you want to do is you want to make the customer feel relaxed. Because if you ask open-ended questions and questions where they can answer them without being closed-ended questions, it's going to give them the capability to reflect on the reason why they're even there at that location to purchase. Maybe they've got these kids, and these kids have, been tearing up that sofa. They just bought it 2 years ago. They bought a brand new sofa, brought a love seat, chair, recliner, and it's falling apart. And the customer, they don't generally like to share that, hey man, my kids are a bunch of crazy kids, they're animals, they tear crap up. But in reality, we live in the real world. We got men who sit in their recliners day after day after day. You've got people who use their furniture. So by creating that picture, you're going to ask them, well, who's going to be using this? Is this going to be your kids are going to be using this? Really? Well, tell me more. Did y'all just get a new place? Did y'all just repaint the home? Did y'all just repaint the room? Are y'all putting in new carpet, laminating? Are y'all improving, upgrading? Are you moving into a brand new home that you need to have furniture? What's going on in your life? You have to create a picture in their mind that what they're doing is they're sharing their excitement. They're sharing the newness that's getting ready to happen. And they need somebody who's a good salesperson to kind of ask good questions, paint pictures, and put them in the situation of ownership. A good way to paint pictures is you say to your customers, now this particular one, you walk up to your vignette, and if you'll notice, there's going to be a piece of paper or some kind of document that's going to give you the capability to buy individual pieces, or you can buy group packages, or you can just buy everything you see in the vignette. And most of the time when you have people who sell furniture, they generally have a professional who's doing the organizing and adding all the art and adding all the mirrors, the lamps, and so forth to decorate it, because it gives people, remember, we're talking about creating value and creating pictures in the mind of the customer, what it could look like at their home. And you got to ask them, well, does this look like your home? And they'd be like, honey, I don't know. Well, listen, a lot of our customers, they come in here and they want to purchase something, but we give them the capability to have a complete experience. And what I do is I paint a picture for them. If you'll notice, this bedroom comes with this nice setup here with the mattress, the box spring. It comes with the headboard, the footboard, and the rails. Well, you have the capability to pick out the additional pieces, and our simple job is to help you get it. Now, if your room doesn't look like it, and if you like this room, does this look pretty to you? Would you like to have your room look like this? Would you like to be able to come home after a hard day, walk into your living room and go, wow, man? And my simple job is to paint that picture in the customer's mind. And what I mean by that is You just say, for instance, I just asked them when they get off of work after a hard day's work, they're sweating, they're tired, they want to kick their feet off, in their mind's eye. Could you see yourself at your home with this nice new living room suite? Do you think this would fit in your room? And then I'd also say, we work together as bundle packages and we have our own in-house financing. It only takes a couple of minutes to find out what you qualify for. And once we find out what you qualify for, you can make a more informed decision. And then by offering that service, you just say, well, did you want to go ahead and find out what you qualify for? And if they've already pre-done it, or they already have a card with you, or maybe they haven't, they're thinking in their mind, well, okay. Well, let's find out. And then once you find out, you can bring them back to the merchandise and say, look, you've got more than enough to cover your purchase here. You'll be able to get the sofa, the love seat, the chair, the recliner. And if you want, you can get the love chase. And this is what your price is going to be. Plus, we offer service up to a full year. We can cover it up to 5 years. We can roll it into your monthly installment. And all you have to do is for the next 5 years, because you done told me earlier that they cracked the frame on both of the pieces after 2 years. And if something were to happen because they're rough housing and so forth, you're going to be happy with me. You're painting a picture. You're creating in their mind that they're going to be happy. They're going to be fulfilled. They're going to be less stressed. And we're going to, and I'm always going to ask them, did you buy the service agreement when you bought it at that other store? And a lot of times they'll say no. And the reason why is because nobody painted a picture on the reason why they needed to go ahead and get that service agreement, that maintenance agreement, that replacement, repair agreement, that leather care, that every type of any product needs to be sold. It needs some kind of service. And if you have a customer who's listening to you and you got them financed, and remember, you got to say, look, let me just say this. I've sold a lot of furniture. I sold a lot of stuff, and I brought it to a lot of people's homes in the past. You'd be really disappointed. A lot of people, they don't have some do, not everybody, but some don't have the flair to accent a room, to make it pop. So by offering your sales service, you paint a picture. You say, Miss Mary, in your home, do you have this kind of stuff? Do you have it looking like this? If we were to deliver this, I noticed that you kept looking at that mirror. I noticed that you kept looking at those paintings. I noticed that you and your husband kept running your hand across the cocktail, the end table, whatever the product is. And my simple job is to let you know that we can go ahead and help you get that. And it's going to accent the room. It's going to bring the room together. And so that way, when family and friends come over to your house, they say, well, you got a brand new sofa and a love seat. Oh, and then they look at everything else. It's all wore out and old and not just real nice. And so, in their mind, they're saying, that's nice furniture, but boy, they sure suck at decorating. Oh, crap. So your whole goal is to make sure that when you're talking to them, you say, look, we're going to help you get a professional to help you decorate your home. Remember, I've been to a lot of people's homes. They don't have the sense to be able to add pictures and frames and decorate and so forth. And sometimes I'm even had to go out to customers' houses and offer my assistance because I'm really good at decorating. I really am, guys. And I go out and I would say to them, we were looking at the sofa, the love seat, and the chair, but I see that maybe, and I look and I know what they're open to buy is because I've been out to their house and they've already purchased something. And then as I'm looking and I'm like, well, man, we could get that mirror and it would look really good here. It only costs a couple extra dollars. It wouldn't be that much more in your monthly installment. And remember, people want to buy stuff. They want to own stuff. They just don't want to be taken advantage of. And so I'm always one of these kind of people that paints pictures. I'm going to ask them, well, what happened to your last mattress? Oh, you had it for 20 years. Well, did you wake up feeling good every morning? Did your back feel good? People are going to tell you just painted a picture in their mind. They're going to say, hell no, for 20 years, man, I bought this thing and man, I don't know why I didn't buy another one. Because what you did was you walked them over to the mattresses and you said, why don't you just lay down right here? Imagine yourself getting a good night's sleep. Imagine waking up the next day because you felt so good that you are able to go to work and you got less pains and less mental issues because you got a good night's sleep. And I always tell my customers, you done told me earlier, 20 years ago, this is a $4,000 mattress. You're probably saying $4,000, $3,000, $2,000 when people used to pay $100 to $500. Some of these mattresses are bad to the bone. You can look at them and say, look, this is a one-time investment. You had that other one for 20 years. Man, you lost a lot of money. You lost a lot of days of good sleep and good mental, being able to do your best. And as we age, it doesn't get any better. So today, if I was you, between this one, and this one, you seem to like that one more. Which one do you like best? Keep your mouth shut and let them point out, and then just walk in that direction. Forget about the rest of them. Have them lay back down on. Say, hey, what kind of, we've got bedding, we've got mattress pads. So, accidents do happen. And if you spend an investment on this type of, nice mattress every day, if blood, urine, vomit, any kind of thing were to get through to your fabric, it would stain it and it would void your manufacturer's warranty. So what my company, remember, I'm painting pictures of things that could happen. We've already set it up in motion to give you a nice pad cover for the mattress so that way nothing can get through. It's like beads on the top. Plus it keeps your mattress looking good and lasting longer. They're looking at this, and we do that. Plus we can cover this up to 10 years. If something were to happen to your mattress, and if it slopes, if it doesn't work properly, if it doesn't do something properly, we're going to send somebody to investigate. And if it needs to be replaced because you purchased a service agreement, we can go ahead and take care of that too. Hey guys, my name is Gary Lee Stanley. Give me a thumbs up and please share. Remember, when you're painting pictures, our topic for today is selling and using word pictures to close sales. Pictures, paint pictures, guys. You want, like, say for instance, if people are buying a car, you're going to ask them, well, are you getting ready to go on a new trip? What happened to your old one? Man, oh dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, you had it for a long time. Well, great. My simple job, we're going to look at some great cars. Oh, you like this particular one? Man, you look so good in it. Who's all going to be riding with you? It's like if you buy a home. If you buy a home, somebody talks to you about buying a home, you say, well, who's all going to be living in this? Can you imagine the birthdays, the Christmas, the holidays, people coming over, you're painting pictures, you're creating value. And you can also say, man, when you get this new sports car, everybody's going to be envious of you. And they're going to say, when you get your brand new ring, that brand new ring that you bought, that gold diamond ring, everybody's going to be envious of you. Are all your girlfriends going to see this? Who's all going to see this? Oh, your mom, your dad. I bet they'll be very proud. See, guys, you have to remember, we don't take advantage of customers. We treat them with the respect that they deserve. But we have to remember, we're salespeople. People buy pictures. They believe and they see things in their mind's eye. But if we can build a picture around that idea, if they're thinking about buying, like, say, for instance, a new washer and dryer, a refrigerator, stove, or microwave or something, and you look at them and say, what happened to yours? Are you moving into a new home? Or are you replacing something? What did you like about the old? What are you looking for in the new one? And then what you're going to do is you're going to paint pictures. Who's going to be using this with these dirty jeans and these nasty clothes? Who's all going to be putting on? Let me show you how this works, because by turning this knob right here, you can do those grassy stains. If you go, this is muddy and dirty stains, and this is pet stuff. So if you got children and pets and stuff, this is a pet setting, and that'll help you to be able to get rid of that stuff that's in your bedding and stuff that you put for the animals. Remember, guys, you got to create pictures in the customer's mind. And selling, just do me a favor, guys, give me a thumbs up and please share and please subscribe and please pass this information on, because we're salespeople. We have to figure out how to sell, and one of the most important things is we need to be able to create pictures. It's just like in the mind's eye, like a TV or a computer. A customer, they have one thought, but if you add additional thoughts, the family members, they can enjoy themselves. Who's all going to be here? You're going to have Thanksgiving. You're going to have Christmas. You're going to have holidays. People are going to come over. They're going to be sitting in your new shirt and your new this. Who's all going to be seeing your new car? Who's going to be jealous? Oh, man. And remember, guys, people want to buy stuff. They want to own stuff. They need somebody enthusiastic like you who's a person who's smart, who uses, their mind when it comes to being creative to selling. And being creative to selling means painting pictures, painting the customer. Like, say for instance, if you are one of these people who sell people to go on trips and stuff, man, when you go on this trip, you're gonna have all this food. Oh my gosh, they got the best steak, they got the best lobster. Oh man, you should have went to that Cancun. Oh my gosh. And see, what you're doing is you're creating value, you're creating excitement. It's like, man, when you drive this new car, you're gonna be on work, you're gonna be on time, you're gonna be fast. When you buy this new home, oh man, your family's gonna be jealous, huh? I'm just saying, guys, people want to own stuff. They just have to be empowered to buy it. Paint that picture. Paint them into the opportunity to purchase. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. I am your sales guy. So remember, asking for the order means painting good pictures. So paint yourself into a picture of helping customers what? Buy. Okay? All right. Paint those pictures.